Willie D Live.
What's up, family? The police investigation into the cold-blooded murders of rapper Lil Ronnie and his 5-year-old daughter Ramani in the Fort Worth, Texas area has hit a major break. Police say they know who did it, and they are calling the suspects straight-up punks. I ain't got no problem with that. Lock them up. Lock them up. Lock those uncivilized mutts up. Yeah, man. They're on the run. But you know how that go, fam. You can run, but you can't hide. Yeah, their days are numbered. Their days were numbered when they decided to open fire on that innocent child. Their days were numbered. As I said before, fam, I don't know what Lil Ronnie may have gotten himself into or not gotten himself into. I don't know if he had anything to do with provoking someone to do what they did. But I know that baby was innocent. And I knew the moment I heard that that crime had been committed, that they were going to catch those uncivilized mutts who did it. The Forest Hill Police Department held a press conference on Wednesday and identified Adonis Robinson and Jacoby Russell as the suspects. Police Chief David Hernandez called them both cowards and public enemies and pointed out Robinson's sex offender past. The two Texas natives are said to be on the run, scared and afraid to face the music, but Hernandez vowed police will catch them. The two suspects are accused of staking out Ronnie and Lil Ramani at the Slappy's car wash in Forest Hill on Monday before firing dozens of rounds, killing the girl, and then chasing down Ronnie to finish him off. The police are urging the public to contact the department if anyone has any information on the whereabouts of these two cowards. Yeah, man, it is time for the community to band together and get these uncivilized mutts off the streets with the rest of the uncivilized mutts who need to be put in a cage. Everybody ain't worthy of living amongst the civilized. And we got to get used to that notion. Everybody can't be saved. For the ones who want to change and do better, come on. But the rest of them, they can go to hell. I can see their lawyers trying to defend them now. My client had a tumultuous relationship with his mother. She was single with 5 kids, and he had to raise his 4 younger sisters and brothers, and he was only 5 years old. He started working when he was 8 years old to try to help the family pay bills. He was beaten. He was forced to take drugs. Man, ain't none of that gonna matter. Daddy gone, ain't none of that gonna matter when you go into that courtroom and they start talking about that crime and they lay out those charges. That jury gonna convict your ass, you going to prison. All of that talking about your past is just protocol, standard procedure, formality, pick one. Killers in the community gotta go. Point blank, period. But a child killer in particular is a danger to the community because the threat that they pose goes beyond individual crime. Think about the moral and psychological impact. Child killers violate one of society's most fundamental moral codes, the protection of the innocent and vulnerable. Children are seen as the future of a community, and when a child is murdered, it causes deep psychological trauma to the community. This kind of crime oftentimes leave lasting scars on families, and the ripple effect can harm the social fabric of a community. And let's not forget how it incites fear. A child killer often creates a sense of fear and insecurity. Parents might become overly protective, and the community may lose trust in its safety structures. The idea that a child is not safe in its own community is a direct blow and an insult to that community. Yeah. And that's why the kids don't trust us, because they don't feel safe. This is why they oftentimes go for self. They don't feel safe. It's like hanging out with your friend and y'all just leaving a bar. And that friend don't feel safe with you driving because that friend knows that you can't hold your alcohol. The adults in the community can't hold their alcohol. So the children treat the adults like alcoholics. You know what I'm talking about, fam. You see how kids treat alcoholics in the family. You know, they have no respect for them. And this is what's happening in our communities. We want our kids to be respectful, right? We want them to be respectful. But what are we doing to earn their respect? You know, we used to have to, adults back in the day actually did something to earn our respect. You know, the adults respected us. The adults looked after us. If there was a fight in the neighborhood, you know the old saying, saved by the bell? The adult used to be the bell. An adult pull up, it don't matter who the adult is. You don't have to know them. They don't have to know you. They pull up and break the fight up and you respect it because you knew if you didn't, what the consequences was going to be once you got home. You knew what it was going to be like. Well, they took all that away. A lot of parents started wanting to be friends with their kids. You know, they'd rather be friends than a parent. Personally, I love my role as a daddy, first and foremost. Tell my kids all the time, I'd rather be your daddy than your friend. Now, if we can develop a friendship along with me being your father, that's fine. But I like my role because my role is unique and I cannot be replaced. I got a unique role. You can get a friend anywhere. You can bump into a friend today. You can find a new friend today. Can't find a new daddy. Yeah, you might probably try to call somebody a daddy, but you can't take my spot. Yeah, man, can't nobody take my spot. I got a unique position. I got a unique spot. So I'd rather be daddy than friend. So daddy is going to sometimes have to make a hard call. He's going to have to sometimes be a little tough, get that tough love. No loving parent wants to see their child ever unhappy. But sometimes, good parents know sometimes you're going to have to make them unhappy today so that they can be happy tomorrow. In fact, you're going to have to make them unhappy today sometimes so you can be happy tomorrow. Because if you don't raise your child with discipline and structure, then the system is going to raise them. The streets are going to raise them. And they're going to pay you back tenfold for dropping the ball. Yeah, you think letting them do whatever they want to do is going to make them love you. No, they're going to resent you for not checking them. Yeah, they're going to resent you. I've seen it happen many, many, many times. I am elated that they have identified these uncivilized mutts and that their days are numbered in the free world because they have no business being able to walk amongst the civilized. And any of the rest of them out there that's thinking that way, I hope like hell you see this video and know that you ain't safe. No more talk.